Hello, how are you today? So, today is our 18th day for the challenge, and today I'm going to show you the forecast formula. Do you know this formula is really powerful? Even a commerce student, and because they don't go into statistic too much, I can say commerce students have heard about forecasting, demand forecasting, sales forecasting, and basically forecasting methods. And even all science students, everybody needs to forecast because forecast is like gauging the future. And even we gauge our future. What will my income be? Where will I be in next 5 years? And same thing we are going to learn about this function, that is forecast function. Okay, so for that, first case is we have number from 1 to 12 because we have taken months. And I have these are the months of 2020 January to October. We have the sales in kilograms, whatever sales may be. Okay, and we just don't have sales for November and December. And now we have to forecast this. Whereas the second case, as I will explain again, these are the weeks from first week, second week to sixth week. And we need pocket money in rupees, that is 520, to 795 till sixth week. And we need to forecast for, not for a month, I'm really sorry, we need forecast for the week, pocket money, right? And we will get forecasted pocket money. So here we start the formula. First, I want 11th months, right? November's, and that's why I'm pressing November. You can just put this number also. Okay, you can refer this cell to. That is, instead of putting 11, you can see equal, and then that's it. Okay, so if you see equal to this cell, you will get same number. Hmm? The formula starts as equal to forecast. Okay, we need just forecast. Right now we are just focusing on forecast tab. Then there is X, that means from where I can pick the value for which I need forecast. So that is 11, and that's why it's the upper cell, forecast for month, right? I'll press the comma because that's my X. Then known wise, that means what forecasted value should I get, that is sales, right? And that's why I will get this range whole, that is for 10 months. Now there is this range and I don't want to move it, so I should lock it by F4, then comma. And then there is known excess, and excess are number of months, right? First month, second, third, fourth, fifth to 10th. We can't press January, February as a range, right? Because it's a text. So I will press F4 and then complete the bracket, and that's it. The number that I'm getting, 14,260.33 rupee kgs, will be my next forecast. I can just copy it and I can paste here as a value. That means I will have to do Alt E S V, making value. What was the path? Alt E S V. Okay, so that is my value. Now I want for 12th month. Do I have to press the formula again? No, not at all. I can just press equal to here and this cell, and that's it. I got my forecast for next month. It's a easy automation, right? I'll just press it and I will copy it so that we are getting our months. What we can say, you can just paste it, and then here is paste values. That's it. I have shown you how you can paste values by two methods. First was Alt ESV, or else you can just go to Home tab, paste in a clipboard, and there is this value. Okay, so this was for forecasting month. Let's do and try it again for several weeks pocket money. So I want here 7th month, 8th month, and 9th month. We can get it directly done, equal to again forecast formula. I just want forecast formula tab. I'll select the upper cell, comma. I want that moving, so I will not fix it. Then I want my known wise, that is pocket money known to me. I'll freeze the range. So wise is basically the second column for which we want the result. Excess is against which. So if you know little bit of statistic, your y is a dependent variable where x is independent variable here. Okay. So specifically, oh sorry, yes, we have got our known y's, and we'll freeze the formula, press the comma. Then we need known x's, that is 1 to 6 weeks, F4, and after fixing, done. It was done deal. I can just drag it here, and the formula will be same, and I'm getting the week's pocket money here. Okay. Ooh, let me drag it. Control copy. Now I want format, so Alt EST and in. So we get similar format here. I'll just do the copy, and here I'll just go to paste and click the values. Now we are getting our values, right? So that's how you use forecast formula. And now you can just make your budgets on your own, right? In your daily routine, or even in your big offices too. Now we can learn how we can mix the forecast formula if formula. Again, we need forecast formula for two. So right now what I'm doing is I'll just grab the value from the last sheet. To do that, I'll have to press equal to, because it's the same example, and then I'll go to forecast, and I'll just click here, enter. So I'll get the forecasted value, and then I'll just drag it, so that, see, I'm not getting it because M5 is the cell M5 does not have value, but rather N4 has, and that's why I have to, not may have to, I have to press N4, and see, that's it. So for that, I want flags. Flags mean it's a green if the sales are good. If sales are not good, it's not green. So before forecasting, this is just for our reference. Okay. If without making forecasting, we can see our sales will be good or not. How we can do that? I'm going to show you. First of all, I will just make others in a flag value. So if, okay, my logical test will be my sale should be, for the first, I'm just going to should be greater than 6100, comma, value if true will be green, sorry, green, value if false will be red. Bracket complete. That's it, simple if formula. But here what we can change is if tab, then the sale that we should select, it should be greater than the average of last month and this month. I'm not going to freeze this because I want it to be flown. I want it to get changed, comma, value if true should be green, and value if false should be red, bracket complete, enter. So you can see it's a green too, and we can just drag it till here. Okay, again, we can get value afterwards also, but we want to use if formula with the forecast formula, and please pay attention here now. Okay, so I'll show you. It will be equal to, okay, if tab. Now I want forecast to be done, right? So I'll just use forecast tab. Then my x will be this, oh sorry, this cell. This is my known x, it should be like this. Then my known y's are the sales, right? So they are this till the 10th month, as we have used in last example, F4, comma, then known x's are 10th month to first month, like first to 10th month. Again, I'll freeze it, and I will press. That's it, the forecast formula is done. Okay, but right now, do you know the forecast whatever should be greater than, okay, what we can say, average. So that is average tab. What's average? we want average of first 2 months, right? And we'll just enter it, click it, comma. Okay. So value if true, अगर हमारा ये एवरेज छोटा आता है हमारे फोकस सेट से, then that means the value should be green. That's a good sales. If not, the value should be red. Enter. We forget to add the bracket. So that's it. That means our forecasted sale will be better. That means we will get green flag. Now let's go down. It will be green again for 15,172. If I change it here and just put some kind of number, that is let's say 15,500 forecasted value, enter, you can see that actually, because forecasted value is we can say different, still we are getting the green result. So that's how you can use definitely the if forecast formula, and you can just mix and match with yourself. Okay, so that's it for the day. Let's meet tomorrow. Until, have a nice day ahead. Please stay safe. Bye bye.